Holmeswood Baptist Church has a mission to journey through life with the inclusive Christ and embrace all with God's transforming love. In 1955, families gathered together to plant a church that would bless this community. Over the years, we have remained committed to Christ and to South Kansas City, as evidenced by our increasing diversity that reflects our surrounding. We are known for our love and for our outreach to the community, especially our outreach to Center School District. Over the years, we have taken bold steps to build and upkeep our facility, most recently with the updates to the Fellowship Hall in 2005. Now the sanctuary and the adjacent spaces need our attention. Because of COVID-19, we have not worshiped in our sanctuary since March of 2020. We don't know how long it will be before we are able to worship together again safely. We have decided that now, while we are not using the sanctuary, is the time to make the necessary improvements. Our sanctuary, narthex, parlor, and prayer garden have had few changes since this space was built over 35 years ago. It does not reflect our welcoming spirit to all. The sound system in the sanctuary is old, and it is very difficult for many members to fully participate in worship because it is hard for them to hear. Those in wheelchairs are forced to be in the aisles because there aren't dedicated rows for wheelchair seating. The video screen is off to one side of the sanctuary, making it difficult for those sitting nearest to view it. The stairs in the front of the sanctuary prohibit those with limited mobility from leading during the service. The carpet in the sanctuary is threadbare in places, and the wallpaper is peeling. The orange upholstery is dated. Worship services will forever be changed after COVID-19, and while we have increased our technology infrastructure, we still have more to do. The narthex is too small to encourage extended fellowship before and after worship. The two sets of heavy wooden doors leading into the church and into the sanctuary block the view to outside and don't meet today's safety expectations. The men's restroom is too small and doesn't have a baby changing area. We don't have a family restroom which accommodates many various needs. The prayer garden is only accessible from one entrance for those in wheelchairs or walkers because it has no ramp. We want a church building that reflects our welcoming spirit to all. We want sacred spaces that help us worship God, and we want spaces that position our church for future growth. Our dream is to revitalize the sanctuary. We would improve the sound system and technology so all can fully participate in worship together or remotely. We would replace the carpet and update the pews, expand the front of the sanctuary and make it accessible by ramp so everyone can fully minister, install removable choir risers for added area flexibility, and move the video projection area so it can be viewed easily from all areas of the sanctuary. We would also install 2 stained glass windows illuminated by LED lighting at the front of the sanctuary that would create a more worshipful experience. The narthex would be updated to create a fresh, welcoming feel for visitors. The wooden exterior doors and the doors entering the sanctuary would be replaced with glass safety doors for a more welcoming and safer environment. A visitor's welcoming area and new flooring would be installed. The restrooms would be reconfigured to add a family restroom, a mother's room, more restroom stalls for men, and add a baby changing area in the men's restroom. The doors into the parlor would be removed to enlarge the welcoming area. The movable wall between the parlor and the sanctuary would be replaced with a glass wall, so those just outside the sanctuary would still feel like they can participate in worship. There would be a flexible seating area that would encourage fellowship before and after worship. The floor in the prayer garden would be leveled and made accessible by a ramp so it can easily be entered from either door and would create a beautiful space for Bible studies and other gathering needs. We have determined that renovating the sanctuary, narthex, parlor, restrooms, and prayer garden would cost approximately $1.4 million. There will be some cost savings if we do this as a complete project. To raise the needed money, we are conducting a capital campaign entitled Welcoming All, Building on Our Legacy, and ask all members to make a 3-year financial pledge over and above their current giving. Our minimum goal of $800,000 enables us to renovate the sanctuary. Our challenge goal of $1,200,000 enables us to renovate the sanctuary, narthex, parlor, and restrooms. Our stretch goal of $1,400,000 enables us to complete the entire project. In order to reach our goal, we need many gifts, and some of them substantial, as indicated in the chart. There are 3 great ways to give. First, you can make a pledge over 3 years. This is the way most people are able to make a significant donation. Even modest amounts become significant when given monthly or with each paycheck over 3 years. All gifts are given over and above your regular giving. Pledges can be paid annually, semi-annually, quarterly, monthly, or weekly. Please consider an initial payment of 10% at the time of your pledge. Next, you can make a non-cash gift. This might be gifts of stock, land or property, valuable possessions such as jewelry, automobiles, and antiques, or even in-kind gifts such as supplies and contract labor. The ownership of these gifts will be transferred to Holmeswood Baptist Church. We will sell these gifts and use the cash to fund the building campaign. Finally, you can make a legacy gift. Through a charitable bequest in your will or living trust, you can leave a legacy that will continue for years to come. This thoughtful act may result in the largest and most lasting one-time gift you will ever make to Holmeswood Baptist Church while having little or no current financial impact on you. This legacy gift may not immediately impact our current building needs, but it will provide for needs in the years to come. We are a church that welcomes everyone. We want a building that reflects our welcoming spirit. This is the important legacy we can leave. Now is the time to update the sanctuary and adjacent areas so that our church remains an inviting and welcoming place, not only in the near future, but in the years to come. To do this, we need your prayers and your generous giving. Join us as we take this next step, welcoming all, building on our legacy.